Up next, the Nets. Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in. And let's check out the injury report. 5 players unavailable tonight.
5 players unavailable tonight. A lot of minutes and shots to go around.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. They've got Paul George. Ivica Zubac is out there with Batum. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Leonard in at the 3. And for the Nets, Irving is out there with Harden. Then it's Joe Harris. Then it's Jordan. And it's Green in at the 4-man position. Shot clock at 5. Here's the 3. He can't get that one. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Outside, Batum. George with the ball. He's picked up by Irving. That shot wide open. And both teams, Doris, battling injuries.
Kevin, we have seen that when someone is injured, that means an opportunity for a bench player to show what they have. And the coaching staff maybe has to get a little bit more creative than usual.
And it's the Clippers' ball. Right side, George.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Here's Harden, and it's sent back by George.
Paul George, tremendous vertical. How fast does he get off his feet?
And Kennard wide open. He shoots, and it's off from 3-point range. Irving drives in. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan.
Wow, they finally get it to go down on their 4th try.
First quarter, about a minute and a half in. George looking over the floor. Kicks it out to Leonard. And out of bounds is Brooklyn gains possession.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile 1 block a moment ago.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Irving finds Jordan. Harden inside the 3-point line. It's hauled in by Zubac.
Boy, the offensive flow just isn't there right now. 1 for 5 to start the game.
And it's Leonard missing.
They're 1 of 4 here to start, looking to get into a flow offensively.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of the league's most dominant rebounders, Doris, from the wing position.
Board man gets paid. That was his motto from back in high school and college. It's all about hard work and earning your keep, according to Kawhi.
Here is Harden. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Here's George. Zubac trying to break loose. George with the bucket.
When near the bucket, Paul George knows what to do. This guy has such a nuanced understanding of the offense.
Down low, Jordan. And the rejection by Zubac. And that one goes out of bounds. It's touched by Zubac. So for the Nets, LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Green. And it's Bruce Brown in for James Harden. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Patterson, he's checked in for Zubac. Marcus Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. Jackson, he's checked in for Luke Kennard. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for George. Los Angeles making a switch here. Mann's checked in.
What an excellent post-entry pass. Good things happen when you make that next look.
Clippers have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Rondo against Aldridge. And Aldridge comes over to help. Patterson can't get it to go.
Boy, that's too easy to miss, but somehow he finds a way to do it.
Here's Harris. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
The kick out to Aldridge. Irving surveying the floor. And stolen by Patterson. Here's Jackson, and the layup falls.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handle.
Now here's Irving. Pass to Claxton. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul. Griffin's checked in for Joe Harris. And the Clippers making a change here. Brown kicks to Griffin. The pass to Claxton. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
What a find by Griffin. He's a lot more skilled as a passer than he gets credit for as far as power forwards go. He has terrific vision.
And stolen by Irving. In transition, here come the Nets. Irving's got the ball. That ties the game. Irving's got his second bucket.
And it almost feels like 2 buckets coming off the steal like it did.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Man passes to Ochuru. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest 5s in the NBA.
Irving against Rondo. Yes, that goes in. Irving's got 6.
Boy, his shot looks deadly right now. Already, he's hit 3 of 4 to start.
Rondo scanning the floor to the paint. Tie game in Brooklyn. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the Nets, what do you think?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, very disruptive in that first period. They never allowed the offense to get comfortable.
Griffin is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then it's Harden. Then there's Brown. And it's Irving at the 2-guard spot. So that's the Nets 5. Here's Mann. Offline with his 3. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Griffin goes in. The kick out to Irving. Trains the 3-pointer. Irving's got the lead up to 3 now for the Nets.
As soon as Kyrie Irving crosses half court, you have got to guard him, and you've got to be balanced because this guy is an effective, dominant offensive presence.
And stolen by Aldridge. Outside Irving. Aldridge dishes to Griffin. And stolen by Patterson. There's the feed to Morris.
That's a shot he makes with regularity, but that time the defense up to the challenge.
It's Harden with the drive. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4.
And Harden's such a creative scorer, especially when he gets in close to the basket.
Rondo on top, guarded by Harden. Rondo passes to Patterson, and it's Patterson finishing it off.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Brooklyn making some changes. Jordan, he's checked in for Aldridge. Green comes in for Blake Griffin. And Harris subbed in for Kyrie Irving. George against Harden. Good.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
The 3 from George. Here's Zubats, and that one's drained from the low block. Zubats has got his first bucket in this one. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. Fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
George, no good. Nets leading by 5. Now, here is Harden. He's got 6. The dish now to Jordan. And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That's his first foul.
Well, for the most most part, they've taken care of the ball. I mean, that's one of the few mistakes they've made in what has been a good half.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Claxton's checked in. George passes to Kennard. Lets it go from deep. That shot off, so Brooklyn will take it the other way. And Harden with the stuff.
You know, and with how deliberate he can be, Harden still can surprise defenders with that burst, that underrated vertical that he possesses.
George against Harden. Goes back up. Outside for Batum. Kennard for three. It's good from long range. Kennard's got his second bucket of the night.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Passes to Harris. There's a minute left to play here in the second quarter. Picked away. And oh, here we go. Batum's got it. Galloping the fast break chance. Kennard for three. It's hauled in by Brown. Nets leading by 4. Harden dishes to Jordan. It's Brown on the wing. Pass to Claxton. 6 to shoot. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Claxton's got 6 points.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. George, no good. And here is Brown. No points in the game yet for him. He feeds it to Jordan. Here's Claxton, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Okay, David, much appreciated, and now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just a bit.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, good to see you. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. They never put themselves in too much danger. That's all for now.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. They've got Batum. Paul George is out there with Kennard. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Leonard in at the 3, the small forward. George against Harden. Back to Irving. Outside, Green. Jordan trying to free himself up. And Green with the basket on the assist by Irving.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
George against Harden. And George, here we go. And Leonard has it in the corner. And the 3 off target.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Well, Kyrie Irving has such a good sense of when his teammates are going to create an opportunity, and he puts the pass on time and on target.
Outside, George.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Nets leading by 6. Harden outside. Lobs it up for Jordan. Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why he creates so many opportunities for others.
Takes the 13-footer off the left rim and out. The Nets have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. He dishes it to Irving. The second effort. Jordan kicks to Green. Harden with it. George picks him up. Outside Irving. Over Kennard. Goes back up. And Jordan with the layup. And now it's a 10-point Brooklyn lead.
What about the intensity? Go ahead, Mr. Jordan. We see you working out there.
George against Harden. Free throw line jump shot. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Outside Irving. Back to Harden. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for the Nets. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And that's what a team needs when they're trailing. Energy on D.
To the left wing. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Marcus Aldridge is checked in for Harris. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Green. And it's Bruce Brown in for James Harden.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
Good on the second free throw. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Here's Irving. 9 points in the game so far. Outside Griffin. Outside Irving. Pass to Claxton. Aldridge down low. Patterson defending.
Just another way Aldridge beats you. As a facilitator, very comfortable making decisions.
54 seconds left to play in the third. And they double up Jackson. Kicks it to Patterson. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
For Los Angeles, they have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
I remember when Patrick Patterson was coming out of high school. Major recruiting battle. Every school seemed to want this guy. Duke, Florida, you name it. But the Kentucky Wildcats win again.
Outside Irving. Outside for Griffin. Back to Irving. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. The Nets making a switch here. Harden's checked in.
James Harden.
Jackson deciding where to go with it. Hands it from downtown. Jackson's got his second bucket of the night.
And Jackson has become a reliable three-point shooter. That's a shot you got to respect.
Now Irving over to the wing. Irvin finds Irving. 3 seconds left. The shot, no good. And we've reached the end of the third. Nets out in front, up by 4. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. They've got Griffin. Kyrie Irving is out there with Harden. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Claxton in at the 4 slot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. On the wing, Jackson. He kicks to Morris. 6 on the shot clock. Dishes to Leonard. The layup missed.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
And a beautiful finish by Griffin. Griffin's got his first points in this one.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
The drive by Jackson. Here's Patterson. Another shot. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on James Harden.
Boy, when Patrick Patterson doesn't shy away from contact, he's so effective. This guy's solid at the line.
Harris is checked in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And then for Los Angeles, Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Morris. Luke Kennard comes in for Jackson. And George is subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Stolen by George. The layup off target.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
That one good for 2. And that's now 10 points for George.
You've got to have a short memory. Put a poor first half in your rear view and now make an impact.
The kick out to Irving. Back to Harden. The 3. The Clippers grab the miss.
Well, he had one three-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Here's George. George missing again. And it's Irving with the ball for the Nets. They've led by as much as 10. And the jam by Harden.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
George with the ball. Elbow shot is on the way. Second chance shot. Kennard for 3. Out of bounds, Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession. So for the Nets, DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. And it's Green in for Blake Griffin. Here's George. Harden with the defensive effort.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Jordan trying to free himself up, and Green gets it to go. And now an 8-point Nets lead.
And you really can't forget about Green's speed. So effective on the drive.
George from deep three-point land. And it's George again missing. For Brooklyn, they've gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Kennard against Irving. Down to 5 on the shot clock. On the way, Harris. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got his 4th assist in this one.
Really, really good possession there. They've never lost their focus, even as the game's gotten tight.
You know, a few more possessions like that one, and they can put the finishing touches on this game. They just have to have effective trips like that one.
Leonard attacking, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
One of the key aspects for Kawhi Leonard's scoring per game is his ability to get to the free throw line. This guy lives there.
Zubac is checked in for Patrick Patterson.
You know, he doesn't shrink the lead as much as he should have. That hurts a bit.
Harden outside. From outside, off the mark. Clippers trail by 9. George finds Kennard. Drills the three-pointer.
Don't you love it when you've got a small forward who can pass the basketball just like Paul George did there? Makes it look easy.
Now here's Harden. Outside Jordan. Out to Harris. Leonard with the steal.
Every second counts now. They can't wait around.
Oh, my goodness! What a play!
Paul George loves delivering when the game is on the line at his absolute best.
Harden surveying the D. The pass to Harris. The dish to Irving. Shot clock at 6. Stolen by Zubac.
And looking for a very quick shot here.
You've got to run a play that's a quick strike. You've got to immediately foul after that.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Irving kicks to Green. Back to Irving. Oh, wow. Unable to get a shot off in time, and they turn it over. A very unfortunate time there to pick up a shot clock violation. Los Angeles calls timeout. They trail by 2. Just 2 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now, let's present our New Balance player of the game, Kyrie Irving.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
And so it's Brooklyn who's straight. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. There below is Barkley. And nothing.
Kevin, thanks.
He stays working and stays true. David, thank you. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Norman Powell. And it's Nurkic in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Brooklyn, they've got Kyrie Irving. Green is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Harden, and it's Harris in at the 3 slot. Now, here is Irving. Back to Green. 6 on the shot clock. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Some veterans on these teams, Clark. What are you looking for and how that will impact the game?
Well, I think both of these teams have a really solid roster. And I love the blend of experience and youth. When you have NBA experience on the floor, there's just a level of play that you see at the defensive end that makes it enjoyable for me. So I think that's what we'll see tonight. Experienced pros getting after it.
And the shot goes in.
Yeah, you know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man, puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
Now, here is Irving. Right side, Jordan. Back to Irving. Out to Harris. Back to Irving. First quarter, just over a minute played. No good off the back of the rim. Powell, that's good.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. And Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to.
Here's Lillard. James Harden picking up that last basket. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And so it's Brooklyn with it. Green deciding where to go with it. Pass to Harden. Now the dish to Jordan. It doesn't go for him. Great D that time from Nurkic. Here's Covington. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on James Harden.
Really nice work here from Covington to draw the foul on his way up. He's got a real talent for drawing fouls and getting himself to the foul line.
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Green. And Portland with a change here too. Cantor checked in for Nurkic.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Harden dishes to Jordan. And Harden with the basket on the assist by Jordan. Harden's got his second basket of the game.
Yeah, that barrel-chestedness of Harden, so much strength and body control. It's hard to stop him from scoring.
And Lillard kicks to Covington. Poked away. It's McCollum on the wing. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Nice touch there from McCollum. Looking comfortable and confident from that range.
Harden outside. And Cantor pulls it down. Portland leading. McCollum passes to Powell. And the basket by McCollum.
And give McCollum credit. It's big for his confidence when he's able to muscle these shots in.
Pass to Jordan. Makes it off the glass.
You make your teammates better by giving them good passes. That one was perfect.
For Portland, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Lillard, the pass to Cantor. Back to Lillard. Here's the pass to Cantor. Kicks it out to Lillard. Clock is at 3. Nope, not that time. Nothing for 2 from the field. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Trailing by 2. Irving passes to Claxton. The feed to Jordan. Outside Irving. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
How about Irving showing you great energy there, just refusing to be boxed out.
Harden against Lillard. Up and in on the layup.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
We've got 22 seconds left in the first. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That's his first foul. Some changes for Brooklyn. Aldridge comes in for Jordan. And it's Bruce Brown in for Irving. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Anthony's checked in for Robert Covington. Little comes in for Norman. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review.
I don't fear nobody.
And if Lillard's proved anything to us, Greg, in his career, you know he loves a challenge.
One of the premier big shot makers in this game. I don't know if there's anyone you'd rather give the ball to in crunch time.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And from Brooklyn, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
We've got LaMarcus Aldridge, Harden out there with Brown, and it's Green, and it's Griffin in at the 4. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And here's Brooklyn. Kicks to Griffin. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
And, you know, when you get a clean look at the rim, Harden usually will find you. I think he's underrated and undervalued at making his teammates better.
Powell, the pass to Nurkic, and stolen by Aldridge. Knocked away to the inside. Harden dishes to Aldridge. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Green kicks to Brown. Unable to get that one. Great D that time from Nurkic. Simons, the pass to Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Harden dishes to Green. A lot of great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. You think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, but I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right now.
No, we don't do that.
The Nets making a switch here. Irving's checked in. And then for the Trailblazers, Robert Covington's checked in for Anthony. McCollum comes in for Norman Powell. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Very dangerous to leave open. Lucky break there for the D.
Brown kicks to Harden. To the middle. Nurkic with it. Picked up by Aldridge. Here's McCollum. Drops in the layup for 2. McCollum's got the game tied up here for the Trailblazers.
Never seems to shy away from playing in attack mode. McCollum likes to keep the pressure on the D.
Here's Harden. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's on Damian Lillard.
And double teaming him is the only thing that's going to cool him off at this point. He is on a roll.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Jordan, he's checked in for Aldridge. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Blake Griffin. And Harris subbed in for Bruce Brown. Cantor checked in for Portland.
Boy, I love watching Lillard turn on the Jets using that astounding speed to blaze past the defenders.
Harden against Lillard. On the wing, Irving. Passes it to Jordan. The kick out to Irving. Tries again. Harden the pass to Harris. And a wide open look for Irving. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Irving's got 6 points.
You know, with Harris, if you're open, he's going to make sure he finds you.
Trailblazers trail by 3. Lillard outside. He dishes it to Cantor. McCollum outside. That's a 2 from Lillard. And again, it's Portland converting.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
Nets have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the second quarter. Harden scanning the floor.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling.
And can put the other team on its heels. We'll see how it plays out.
Irving passes to Harris. There's the triple. Irving misses.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Here's Covington. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
So he's an outstanding defender and a very capable shooter. Covington is an extremely valuable role player.
And both free throws good for Covington. 11 seconds left in the first half. Outside Irving. From deep. And that'll do it for the first half. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back. James Harden led the way in the first half. He had 13 points, 2 rebounds, and 3 assists. And that'll about...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of the game that's been so far. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter. Sliced right through them.
Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? You know, we've already gotten a number of filthy dunks out of him.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Powell is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And McCollum with the slam.
When McCollum combines defense and offense, man, he is so dangerous, a true impact player.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Irving's got 9.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
In the corner, Powell with it. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
And Portland making a change here. Anthony's checked in. Lillard attacking, and Jordan sends it back.
Hey, you know he's around, and that's what he does. DeAndre Jordan throwing that shot out of there.
Simons, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile 1 block.
And he's all over that shot, has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play. Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Aldridge is checked in. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Cantor, he's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Little comes in for Norman Powell. And it's Derek Jones in for C.J. McCollum.
Well, I tell you, it's a treat watching Harden play. I mean, he's so fluid in his shooting form, but he's also sensational driving inside and a capable passer as well. This guy's got it all.
Greg is a broadcaster. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
And that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who was my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
He kicks to Little. Anthony on the wing, defended by Griffin. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it, the fast break chance. Griffin passes to Harden. Count it. And it's a 6-point Nets lead.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Bruce Brown, he's checked in for James Harden.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Lillard attacking, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
You won't find too many players with a better understanding of the pick and roll than Lillard. He runs that set to a T.
Brown kicks to Irving. And here's Harris from the arc. Portland grabs the miss.
And last year showed that there's still a place in the NBA for a guy like Melo. Mostly a mid-range shooter in the league that has turned away from that. But buckets are buckets, and Melo can still light it up.
It's Brown on the wing. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Back to Irving. From the arc. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Irving's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Nets. Well, Carmelo Anthony was out of the NBA for about a year, calendar-wise. Greg, were you surprised it took him so long to get a look and get back in the NBA?
Kevin, I wasn't shocked, but absolutely I was surprised. I mean, it was always going to take the right fit for Melo and the right team. And in this case, it was the Blazers. But Melo showed he has legs left in the league and can still be a positive.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Pass to Canner. McCollum outside. Lets a floater go. Chalk up 2 there. McCollum's got 4 this quarter.
And such a clever score. McCollum can unleash the floater, the pull-up. He's got it all.
And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That'll be his second foul of the game. So for the Nets, DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Griffin. And it's Green in for Harris. And Portland with a change here too. Emmons is checked in. And there's Jordan putting it right back in.
Well, I like how Jordan embraces his role on this team. I mean, it's all about rebounding and putbacks for him at the offensive end.
Cullen passes to Nurkic, and foul on the shot. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Brown kicks to Irving. Feeds it to Jordan. Back to Irving. That's all good, and that's his 5th basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now.
He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
Irving against McCollum. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. And he banks in the layup. Now it's a 3-point Nets lead.
Boy, that's exactly how you punish a team in transition. Kyrie getting out in front and going straight on the attack.
Here's McCollum. can't connect. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. Nets lead by 3. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. We've got Green, Brown out there with Harden. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Claxton in at the 4 slot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Inside, here's Jordan. And it's Portland with the rebound. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Little. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got 4 assists in the game. Harden with it. Brown dishes to Harden. No good with the layup.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
McCollum, no good. The Nets with the lead. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. And that's an intentional foul. Joe Harris is checked in for the Nets. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Anthony's checked in for Nurkic. And it's Simons in for McCollum. And Harris wide open. He shoots. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Out to Anthony. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. And it's Anthony with the jam.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Boy, time to tighten it up on defense. A stop here would be huge.
Green, the kick out to Brown. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. With 3, Harris. He can't hit that time. And the Trailblazers going the other way. It's stolen by Green. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
Lillard attacking. Off target at the rim.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lane.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Kyrie Irving's checked in for Brooklyn. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Powell, he's checked in for Little. Here's Lillard. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Refuses to let contact deter him from scoring. I'm a fan of Lillard's willingness to challenge defenders.
Harden against Anthony. Harris kicks to Green. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving. So for the Trailblazers, Cantor checked in for Harry Giles. Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And McCollum subbed in for Anthony Simons. Lillard against Harden. And Nurkic has it in the corner. It's McCollum on the wing. Right wing. Shoots the 3. It's hauled in by Claxton. And it's Harden with the ball for the Nets. It's a 1-point game. Irving. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Yes, indeedy. Irving giving you much in the clutch.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Brooklyn.
Boy, guys, I really like how they've driven the ball to the basket in this game. I mean, they've been very aggressive with it.
And you've always heard of guys being in a zone shooting, but you can be in a zone passing the basketball, and we've seen that tonight as well.
And Lillard gets it to go.
Proof positive that Lillard is worthy. That's talent you can build a franchise around.
Pass to Claxton. Over in the corner, Green. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
You know, what comes to mind first when you think of Irving is his handle. Rush hour tight. but also his dynamic ability as a scorer.
The Nets making a switch here. Jordan's checked in. It counts, and the foul. It's going to be on James Harden.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
The throw good, Damian Lillard.
Tremendous job at the line, as usual. You can always bank on him in those situations.
And Lillard is going to pick up a foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and with the bonus, we'll head to the line for 2.
And not the guy you want to send to the line. He has been automatic.
Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Nicely done. Without much separating these teams, that's when you have to make good at the line.
Here's Cantor, and Cantor throws it down.
And his teammates love it. Cantor taking charge on a huge possession. You can just see him brimming with confidence, not afraid of the big moment.
Here's Lillard, and then Lillard slams it in.
And that's enormous, guys. With time winding down, goes for the steal and then off to the races.
Brooklyn's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. The kick out to Irving. 3-pointer. They get it again. Jordan the pass to Harris. And he's good on the 3-ball. And the Nets lead by 2.
And Harris plays with such freedom and fearlessness. He's a guy you can count on to take and make big shots.
Lillard dishes to Nurkic. And a wide open look for McCollum. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. The Nets have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the 4th of 9. Count it!
Irving's got him falling right now, that's for sure.
There's 47 seconds left in the 4th quarter. McCollum finds Powell. Off target from outside. To the middle and stolen by Lillard.
No time to waste on this possession.
Got to go right up with it and then foul immediately. That's excellent defense right there on the perimeter.
And Brooklyn with another turnover here. And the Trailblazers making a change here. Covington's checked in. What a big possession right here.
No doubt about it, guys. The tension is palpable.
And Covington stays with it.
And Covington is someone who definitely has the clutch DNA. I mean, he welcomes the chance to take these important shots. Man, they're getting a fantastic effort from James Harden.
Here's Lillard. It counts. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Somebody's really lit the fuse for Damian Lillard.
Powell against Harris. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. So that will be his 2nd foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game. Unflappable. This guy relishes being the man to put the game away.
A 3 from McCollum. No good. And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it. It's the NBA. And a look at the injury situation. A lot of bodies absent for this team tonight, including a big name. Now, the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Middleton in at the small forward position. And for the Nets, Green is out there with Jordan. Then it's Harden. Then there's Harris. And it's Irving at the 2-guard spot. Now, here's DiVincenzo. 6 to shoot. Kicks it down to Middleton. Fires the 3. Brooklyn with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Irving. He dishes it to Green. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Giannis passes to DiVincenzo. No good on the 3. And here's Brooklyn. Nobody near Irving. His 3-pointers off the mark. Milwaukee's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And it's Middleton penetrating. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Well, Middleton does have some length himself, and he utilizes it there on the drive.
Harden kicks to Irving. Back to Harden. Taken away by Holiday. Antetokounmpo against Green. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. They kick it out to Green. Harden outside. It's blocked, and they're able to recover.
Yeah, a little bit surprising he hasn't connected on at least one of his 3 shots yet, but he's going to keep shooting.
Bucks have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Antetokounmpo finds Holiday. Back to Giannis. Lopez against Jordan. Lopez inside.
Still searching out their offensive game right now. 1 of 5 from the field to start this one.
A nice shot there by Antetokounmpo.
So hard to stop down low. Giannis gets around the basket, and it feels like within 8 feet he's going to dunk just about anything.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make.
And it's sent back by Irving. Jordan kicks to Harris. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Brook Lopez, and he's got his first free throw of the game.
And just 72% from the line a season ago. Not the greatest of numbers, but there are guys who are far worse off when it comes to free throw shooting.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Green, and it's Brown in for James Harden. In transition, here come the Nets. Stolen by Tucker. Holiday with it. Guarded now by Irving. From 7. And the nice bucket inside from Holiday.
Well, instead of flailing for a foul, Drew Holiday does not expect the call, maintains his focus, and gets that shot to go.
Now, here is Irving. And he finishes nicely on the layup. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are. But look at the Grizzlies. I think they got 2 terrific ones. John Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
Here is Forbes following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Forbes the pass to Portis. Count that one.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Irving surveying the floor. Pass to Brown. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brown. Griffin's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. There's 47 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Passes it to Connaughton. Down low. Here's Portis. Back to Connaughton. The pass to Tucker. Bucks passing it around. 5 on the clock. Here's Forbes. Portis trying to free himself. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Nets trail by 4. Brown dishes to Griffin. Back to Brown. Pass to Irving. Out to the right wing. Here's Aldridge.
How about the length? Tough for any offensive player to deal with the likes of Middleton.
And that does it for the first quarter. The Bucks on top. They're up by 4. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn.
I think the most important lesson that I got is
all part of the process of achieving greatness.
Yeah, and most guys have had to go through it. MJ, LeBron, leading a team to a championship rarely happens early on.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what stands out to you from the Bucks in this one?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
The defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second, Bobby Portis out there with P.J. Tucker. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Connaughton in at the 3, the small forward. Brooklyn trailing. Pass to Brown. Fast break, Milwaukee. Here's Portis. Here's DiVincenzo. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
That's a testament to the effort there on the boards. Never willing to give up on the possession, finding ways to sniff out the ball.
Now here's Harden. He started close, and that one drops for him.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Some changes for Brooklyn. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Aldridge. And it's Green in for Irving. Free throw drops for Harden.
You know, it tells you something about Harden that he's led the league in free throw attempts so many times. This man is always in attack mode.
Antetokounmpo finds Lopez. Griffin against Giannis. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez.
Well, a little bit each year. Giannis gets fouled. at a higher and higher clip. That shows about how much more aggressive and how much more confident and how much more usage he's had through his first few seasons.
Harden kicks to Jordan. Brown outside. Just 5 to shoot. The Nets need to get a shot off here.
He may not be the strongest inside presence in the league, but still, he's got to convert from there.
There's the lob Antetokounmpo, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Well, that's a nice toss up there, so you got to like the timing. But of course, that's Giannis. He's going to grab anything.
Now here's Harden. He's tightly guarded. Here's Jordan. Griffin with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Basket good.
And that's what Griffin does best. They're remarkable how he maintains control and schools the D.
Here is Forbes, guarded by Harden. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Offensive rebound. Here's Portis. Giannis outside. And a miss there on the triple. Nets trail by 4. And there is a whistle. That goes on Bryn Forbes. That'll be his second foul of the game. So for the Nets, Nicholas Claxton comes in for Green, and Harris subbed in for Blake Griffin. Harden scanning the floor. Puts up a 3. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
Well, the game's 4 quarters, and after a tough first half, he's found his rhythm in the second.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throws it down.
You know how you want to tell people don't let Giannis get too close? Well, one step past half court, he's too close.
Harden outside. Passes it to Claxton. Giannis passes to Connaughton. It's a hand on it, and Antetokounmpo on the follow. Giannis has got 11.
And he's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
Harden outside. 58 seconds left in the first half of the game. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. He's got 10.
Yeah, that first quarter was a bit shaky. Good to see a player who doesn't let a slow start get to him.
To the paint. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Marcus Aldridge is checked in for Brooklyn. Irving comes in for Brown. Harden outside. 35 seconds left here in the second.
You know, and with how deliberate he can be, Harden still can surprise defenders with that burst, that underrated vertical that he possesses.
Holiday surveying the floor. Here's Giannis. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. 13 points for Giannis.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Irving up top. And he converts the layup.
I know Kyrie is not the biggest guy on the floor, but he is built to take that kind of contact.
And a close game so far through the first. All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us. A tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 13 points. And, Shaq, you... And... And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far.
You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So for Brooklyn now, Irving is out there with Harden. And it's Green, then it's Jordan, and it's Harris in at the small forward.
Well, an outstanding floor general right there. Holiday has switched between point guard and off guard, and a great feel for when guys are open.
Oh, they keep the ball out of the cylinder, but pick up a foul in the process. 2 shots at the line.
Yeah, really strong offensive thrust there, but then how about the defense able to negate that attack?
Harden hits them both. You know, Greg, you probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 23. I think I'd say that might have been the one difference.
Irving dishes to Harris. For the tie, Giannis grabs the miss.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Holiday gets the bucket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Nets trail by 5. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. That one goes in. Irving's got 8.
I don't know how he does it, but Kyrie does such a great job to get deep position and convert, separating himself from other point guards in the league with that finishing ability.
Holiday, the pass to Giannis. Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
Well, great start. Check that box. They've made their first 4 shots, guys, and the offense looking very fluid right now.
Here's Harden. Excellent D there from Holiday.
And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
So for the Nets, Griffin's checked in for Jordan. And it's Brown in for James Harden. The Bucks also with the sub. Tucker's checked in. Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile 1 block we just saw on replay.
And that'll give them a jolt. Nothing like a rejection to light a fire under you.
You can see the determination from Holiday on that attack, expecting contact there, and got it.
Both free throws good from Holiday. And it's Irving with the ball for Brooklyn. 7-point differential. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. The kick out to Brown. And finished off by Brown.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively, because that's when you make a play when you...
And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay reviews is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And there's the pass to Tucker. Back to Holiday. Middleton on the wing. Fires from deep. Rebound, Brooklyn. And G.A. Chris Middleton over his career much improved on the defensive end.
A true two-way player. I tell you, that 6'11" wingspan helps. Able to use that length to bother shots and disrupt passes.
Brown, and the layup's good off the glass. Now just a 4-point Bucks lead.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
On the wing, DiVincenzo. No good on that one. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. And now the fast break. Griffin with the ball. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Here's Irving. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Irving's got 10 points in the game.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
40 seconds left in the third quarter. Holiday dishes to Lopez. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And the Bucks with possession here. The Nets have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Brown kicks to Irving. For the lead. It's good. This game is all even.
So impressive. The fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Well, they didn't really have a choice at the position that they were. They had to fight hard. They've gotten that. They've outworked the other team. Just fighting tonight.
Tie game in Brooklyn. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And the Bucks, they're shooting 47%, pretty solid. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the fourth quarter. They've got P.J. Tucker. He's out there with Bobby Portis. And it's Forbes in at the 1 spot. And Irving launches it from deep. They get a hand on it.
You know, altered shots don't show up on the official stat sheet, but as we saw there, he does a great job of doing that as well as collecting the rebound.
Outside Portis. And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got 4 rebounds in this game. And the basket by Harden.
Yeah, I love watching Harden be aggressive inside. One of the most efficient scorers in our game.
Here is Forbes, guarded by Harden. The shot's good from Forbes. Forbes has got it all tied up now for the Bucks.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
The kick out to Irving. Pass to Claxton. Pocket 6. Harris passes to Claxton. Up again. Warhawk grabs the board. Here's Tucker. Yep, that one goes. And the Bucks lead by 2.
That's an excellent play call to free him up from the defense.
Well, taking advantage of that opportunity, it does not get any more high percentage than that one.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And the Bucks with possession here. For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Outside Portis. Pass to Connaughton. Out left to the wing. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. And he jams it with authority.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Harden outside. And Harden with the stuff.
And it is easy to get spoiled watching Harden. He's had so many games like this in his career, but you still got to appreciate what he does.
Passes it to Nworl. Portis against Jordan. That one drops for him.
And won't find many more games as entertaining as this one.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
Now the pass to Claxton. Lays it up and banks it in.
And Kyrie doing a good job of just setting everybody up, making sure there's a great pace and tempo to each possession offensively.
It's Portis, high post. Aston Nworl. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Forbes the pass to Portis. And denied. He sends it right off the glass.
Well, after committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
Johnson, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Irving against DiVincenzo. And it's Irving missing. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. And good that time.
And you have to love how Holiday came up big with the shot. That's the kind of leadership you want to see from him.
DiVincenzo against Irving. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
And how about the poise from Kyrie Irving? These are the moments he lives for.
Outside Holiday. Pass to DiVincenzo. Back to Holiday. Wide open look. And Nicholas Claxton gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And again, the turnover by the Bucks.
Man, the score being this close, you have to retain possession of the ball. You just can't give it away like that.
The Nets have gone 4 of 7 for the field since the beginning of the fourth. Johnson outside to tie it up. Out to Harris. Stolen by Middleton. And Middleton with a clear path to the hoop. Money!
Remember that one. Guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Irving up top. Defended by DiVincenzo.
Well, beyond the physical stuff, what I like about Giannis right now is the feel for the game. That time, great timing defensively.
We've got 28 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And here's Holiday. 17 seconds left in the fourth. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Holiday with it. And Middleton kicks to Holiday. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Now it's a 7-point Bucks lead.
Boy, does that help. When Drew Holiday's connecting from the three-point line, it opens up so much of the floor.
And so the Bucks take the win. David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it. Quite a few injuries here between the two teams. 5 players out tonight.
5 players scratched from the game. If you're one of the healthy players, you're going to get all you can eat.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. They've got Joe Harris. Harden out there with Irving. Then it's Jordan. And it's Green in at the 4 spot. And for the Clippers, Marcus Morris is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's George in at the shooting guard. George against Irving. Stolen by Harden. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Harden's got the ball. Out to Harris. Harden outside. Bucket is good. Hey, Steve, 2 defensive-minded teams in the building tonight. Both are good at getting stops.
Yeah, Kevin, this is going to be one of those chess match basketball games we get a chance to see. Difference, I think, will be the team that can somehow get easy baskets will make the difference.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Here's Leonard. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
The aggressive approach. Leonard pushing the action, rewarded with the foul call.
The Clippers shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard. And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Harden kicks to Jordan. They kick it out to Green. 5 to shoot. And the rejection by Zubac. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. And George with the stuff.
And this is how you score in transition. And Paul George, you just have to appreciate his hustle. In OKC, Paul George showed he can be an MVP caliber performer. With Kawhi on the Clippers, he could be that 1B or that 1A.
Now, here is Irving. Passes it to Jordan. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And it's the Clippers' ball. George with the ball. And it's Harden picking him up. Kennard's shot is off.
And PG, you know, he has the versatility to succeed in different roles. Doesn't have to dominate the ball.
Yes, and if anything, he's more comfortable scoring within the flow of the offense. With his all-around impact, doesn't need to force things to make winning plays. But if you need him to, he can.
Here's Kennard, following the basket by Kyrie Irving. And that one is good from Zubac.
Nice find by Luke. Shows good vision in both half court and in transition.
Harden surveying the D. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Morris. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. That's good for George on the assist from Leonard. George has got his second basket of the night.
It's amazing everything Leonard gives you, including the eyes to find the open man.
Here's Irving. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Then for the Nets, Marcus Aldridge is checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Green. And it's Bruce Brown in for Harris. Now here's Rondo. .131 left to play in the first quarter. The drive by Aldridge. Outside Irving. A 3-ball. But they get it back. Claxton the pass to Brown. The kick out to Irving. 5 on the clock. The second chance effort. And he sinks the layup. Irving's got 7 points. 1:06 left here in the opening quarter. Rondo against Harden. Rondo dishes to Patterson. Here's Mann. No good with the triple. The Nets with the lead. Now Aldridge. He's still scoreless so far in this one, and so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two. And as great a player as LaMarcus Aldridge is, at times his defense can be a concern, only getting tougher for him as he ages.
LaMarcus Aldridge, GA, will be able to score forever. Defending pick and rolls, keeping up with mobile bigs, that's a problem right now later in his career. Limiting minutes and picking up matchups might be the best way to disguise this.
Now here's Griffin. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Aldridge, good.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Here's Jackson. Over Irving. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. And we reached the end of the first quarter. It's the Nets as they end the period. Naturally a ball-dominant player, James Harden talked to us about others.
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal, of course.
Giving their offense another dynamic.
And it also helps him preserve some energy for those big moments in the big games.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. We've got Brown. Griffin is out there with Joe Harris. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Claxton in at the center position. Brown outside. Pass to Claxton. Back to Brown. Over Jackson. And that one hits back iron. Clippers trail by 7. Here's Leonard. Some solid defense from Harris. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Claxton the pass to Griffin. And stolen by Patterson. Batum finds Leonard. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Love the aggressiveness. Kawhi very active, very focused on the job at hand.
Irving surveying the floor. Outside Griffin. Harris dishes to Irving. Just 4 to shoot. Over Jackson. Irving passes to Claxton. And a missed layup. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. That 3 off the mark.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
Griffin passes to Harris. The feed now to Irving. Back to Harris. Fires the 3. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Harris has got the lead up to 8 now for the Nets. Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I'll tell you, Kevin, John's got a heart of gold, and anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having.
Outside Irving. Back to Harris.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
Here's Jackson. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got 4 rebounds in this game. And stolen by Patterson. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Here's Leonard, and he uses the glass on the layup. Leonard's got 4 this quarter.
Like a gazelle cruising down the court, Kawhi's difficult to stay with in transition.
to Claxton. Irving against Jackson. A nice shot by Irving. Irving's got the lead. Back up to 8 now for Brooklyn.
For a guy who is 6'3", Kyrie shows us he has great confidence playing inside.
The drive by Jackson. Patterson. It's good on the putback.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Nets have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. And now we've got the intentional foul. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Jordan, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Aldridge comes in for Blake Griffin. Jeff Green, he's checked in for Joe Harris. And it's Harden in for Irving. Harden and Harden with the stuff.
You know, and with how deliberate he can be, Harden still can surprise defenders with that burst, that underrated vertical that he possesses.
Morris into the lane. There's the pass to Kennard. Out to Morris. Fires for 3. They get it back.
Challenging the defense at the rim, something he does very well. Excellent tip in.
Harden against Kennard. Lets the 3 fly. It's hauled in by Zubac. Clippers trail by 6. Leonard attacking. Lays it up and banks it in. Leonard's got 6 points in the quarter.
Driving with a purpose. Leonard shakes off the hit, maintains focus, count it.
Brown outside. Outside for Jordan. Shoots over Zubac. Jordan's shot is off. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello back. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. At the end of one, they were able to end up. And that does it for our halftime.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
We've got Marcus Morris. Paul George is out there with Luke Kennard. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Zubac in at the 5. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. Kicks it out to Harden. Takes the 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubac has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Leonard. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. Leonard's got 10.
Boy, you could see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
Yeah, the reason is they tied it up, but it took a lot of focus.
Oh,
yes! Yes!
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
Kennard kicks to Morris. Back to Kennard. Irving with the steal. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it. The fast break chance. Trying to find Green. He's got it now. Jordan at the elbow. Leonard against Harris. Outside Irving. He feeds it to Jordan. Just 5 on the clock. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Harris inside the line. He's off on that one. Great D that time from Leonard. The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Zubac the pass to Leonard. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And it's Irving with the ball for Brooklyn. The lead is 2. Dishes it to Jordan. Harden has a wide-open look. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. 8 points for James Harden. Now, here's Kennard. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Lets it go with a 3. And again, no good by the Clippers. Nets leading by 4.
promising start for Luke Kennard. End up missing extended minutes with injuries. Hopefully, he can stay healthy this go-around.
Irving dishes to Jordan. Shoots over Zubats. And it's Jordan. That time on the assist by Irving.
Well, the thing about Kyrie, he draws so much defensive attention. Someone's often left open.
Kennard with the ball. And he comes up with the deuce.
And Kennard's moving into the starting lineup for the first time last season.
And to add to that, he had a larger role offensively. And at the same time, his efficiency increased. That's a good sign.
Irving passes to Jordan. Can't connect from short range. Clippers trail by 4. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Griffin's checked in for Brooklyn. Jackson passes to Oturu, and Jordan sends it back.
DeAndre is simply one of the most electrifying shot blockers in the game. If you put up a shot around him, you better put it up high.
The kick out to Irving. This one for 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Irving's got 12 in the game.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Jackson against Harden. Right side Jackson.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
Passes to Man. Here's Oturu, and it's blocked by Jordan. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Irving leading the charge. Harden can't hit. Clippers trail by 9. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's Man. Lays it up off the glass. Man's got his first bucket of the night.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
Harden against Jackson. Harden kicks to Griffin. To the inside. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
You know, Blake Griffin, he gives you a little bit of everything offensively. Terrific court awareness.
Jackson looking it over. And he banks in the layup.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets bringing the quarter to a... And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the 4th quarter. Setting the floor for the Nets. We've got Harden. He's out there with Brown. Aldridge out there with Jordan. And it's Claxton in at the 4-man position. Kennard against Harden. And here's Morris for 3. No good on that one. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And here's Harden for 3. Kennard with the rebound.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Count that one, and the Nets lead has been cut to just 7 points in the basket from Morris.
And I like the different looks that Morris can give you. Inside, outside, and in transition.
Harden the pass to Claxton. Pass to Brown. Their turnaround jumper, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. The Nets making a switch here. Green's checked in. Clippers shooting for the game at 42%. Kennard up top. Pass to Zubac. Low block shot on the way, and no good. Trying to use the glass. And it's Harden with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. Brown the pass to Green, and Green slams it in.
And Green getting off the floor there for the dunk. Really like watching him sky up for those.
Harden against Kennard. To the middle. Here's Zubac. Hands the 12-footer. And here's Harden. The pass to Claxton. Outside, Green. Passes it to Claxton. There's Brown with the three. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
He gets it in there. And now it's only a 5-point Nets lead.
Crucial points. Kawhi stepping up to the plate when his team needs him the most.
Harden kicks to Green. Leonard with the steal. Morris passes to Leonard. And that one is off. Nice D from Aldridge. Nets leading by 5. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. He gets that one.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Clippers have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. George against Brown. Left side, Leonard. And that one drops.
One of the toughest covers in the league. Kawhi's jumper just keeps getting better.
Brooklyn's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Kennard against Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Nobody near George. No good from outside. The Nets have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Green taking his time here. 1:07 left to play in the final quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Aldridge dishes to Green. Aldridge kicks to Green. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And for the Clippers, they're shooting well here in the fourth quarter. 50%. George, no good. Brooklyn with the ball. Giving up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Outside Aldridge. There's the dish to Brown. Pass to Claxton. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Guys, no real chance for them to come back now.
Yeah, I think the focus has to be on their next game at this point.
Back to George. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That's a big-time shot by Luke Kennard. He is just one of those guys who is ready for the moment.
Harden against Kennard. Now Harden, and here's Harris from the arc. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And so it's Brooklyn with the win. A truly gutsy performance away from home. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting... Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on GA.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Portland is indeed one of the great cities in the NBA. David, thank you. And a look at the status here of both teams' injured players and who will not be in the lineup.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. They've got Kyrie Irving. Harris is out there with Green. Then it's Harden. And it's Jordan in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Norman Powell. And it's Nurkic in at the 5. So the Portland Trailblazers able to put the first points up on the board. Out to Harris. Oh, the lob to Irving. Stolen by McCollum. And now Lillard pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And he misses the fast break layup.
And Yusuf Nurkic, missing a whole calendar year not too long ago, was still involved with the team during that stretch and was a fixture on their bench.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Nurkic, but hey, bro, you had some wild shirts on the sideline. I couldn't even watch the game. You was over there dizzying cats up, but I know you were doing your thing, but he would use clothing to call out other players, teams, and commentators. Nurkic doesn't mince words, and I'm glad he's back.
Now, here's Nurkic. He feeds it to Covington. Missed it, even after all those chances. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Are you kidding me with that pass? Okay, Kyrie, that one made my day.
Lillard looking around. The pass to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
That's the only way to hold him in check. He's got it inside. You got to have a body on him right away.
And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That is his first foul of the game. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Jordan the pass to Harris. And he's fouled pretty hard. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Harris outside. Harden dishes to Harris. Nurkic with the steal. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. And the shot goes in.
Yeah, and the blinding quickness right there on display for McCollum. He excels at leaking out and capitalizing in the open floor.
On the wing, Harden. Three-pointer. They get the rebound.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Powell finds Covington. And here's Nurkic. Kicks it out to Lillard. And Portland again with the bucket. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
Enes Kanter's checked in for Portland. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And the Nets making a change here as well. Claxton's checked in.
Respect the leaping ability of Lillard or you'll get dunked on.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. The shot's good from Irving.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now here's Lillard. 7 points in the game. Basket counts.
He creates so much offense. I mean, Lillard puts intense pressure on the defense to react.
Here's Irving. That one good for 2. Irving's got 6. Trailblazers leading by 4. And Lillard gets double teamed. 43 seconds left to play in the first. Inside, and Cantor throws it down.
Oh, man, what a slam by Cantor. His size lets him make easy work of those big plays in the paint.
To the paint, here's Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Ooh, rising and punching it on the young fella. You know he loves having that much of a height advantage. Best chance to get yourself on the highlight reel.
Now, here's Lillard. There's 18 seconds left in the first quarter. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Oh, this is the kind of ball movement they want to get from Cantor. Scan the floor, and when you spot the open man, get it to him.
Harden outside with 4 seconds on the clock, and the layup is good.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for the Port. Greg, we know many guys in the NBA have range, but
When I'm training in the summer.
The team seems to support, Greg, that philosophy 100%.
The game has changed. Some guys would rather take a few steps back to get a cleaner look. Lillard being one of them.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Oh, yeah, love the ball movement so far. Everything clicking at the offensive end.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Setting the floor for the Nets. They've got Griffin, Harden out there with Brown. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge, and it's Claxton in at the 4-man position. Giles checked in for Powell. Brown the pass to Aldridge. An easy 2 points on the layup. Aldridge has got the first basket of the second quarter for the Nets.
A favorite spot of Aldridge's. He likes to operate as close to the rim as possible.
Outside Anthony. Sweet move. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, good job to take it right at him.
It's his first trip to the line. Green, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Both free throws good from Anthony.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Brooklyn Nets. 4-point game. Brown against Jones. Aldridge. Outside, Griffin. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Shot clock at 5, and there is a whistle. That'll go on Derek Jones. That'll be his second foul of the game. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Jones. Here's Aldridge, and Cantor pulls it down.
He usually takes advantage of D like that. Should have been a simple layup.
And McCollum the bucket on the assist by Anthony. McCollum's got the lead up to 6 now for the Trailblazers. Harden surveying the D. Down low, Griffin. Here is Harden. They kick it out to Green. Outside Aldridge. Clock at 4. Harden inside the 3-point line. And it's Portland with the rebound.
I thought that one was going to go down. Mid-range jumpers, oh, man, that's usually the bunny with the D playing soft like that. The assist is the key to that sequence. I mean, a great look to set them up.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
I appreciate the aggression, but that's already his second foul. He's got to play it a little safer.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Norkic checked in for Cantor. Robert Covington comes in for Harry Giles. Powell, he's checked in for Carmelo Anthony. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. The Nets shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Jones is checked in. Now here's Lillard. 9 points in the game so far. To the paint. Nurkic dishes to Lillard. He wants to get it to Nurkic and does.
Rising off the ground with such intensity. I mean, when Nurkic is this close, he wants to slam it down.
Jordan the pass to Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Pass to Jones. Green against Covington. Passes it to Jones. And the call is going to be... Yes, it is. An illegal screen.
He was hoping to avoid a third foul before the break. And now he might have to sit out until halftime.
Anthony's checked in for Portland. Harden against Lillard. Jordan. Back to Harden. Pass to Irving. On the wing, Harris. Outside, Green. Goes back up. Rebound by Nurkic. Trailblazers leading by 6. Covington into the lane. And the dunk by Covington.
I like whenever Covington is in attack mode. He's demonstrating how dangerous he can be driving inside.
Harden draws the double. On the wing, Irving. Back to Harden. In the corner, Irving with it. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Irving's got 8 points.
He's so aggressive at that end of the floor, and that's a quality all great scorers have.
Harden against Lillard. He kicks it to Nurkic. Lillard against Harden. And Portland again with the bucket.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Lillard against Harden. Takes it off the glass. Harden's got 4 this quarter.
Oh, quick and strong and determined. Harden has it all when it comes to scoring in the paint.
And the pass to Jones. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Norman Powell comes in for Carmelo Anthony. McCollum's checked in for Jones. And it's Simons in for Lillard. And then for Brooklyn, Griffin's checked in for Jordan. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Green. And it's Brown in for James Harden. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Irving against McCollum. And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Kyrie Irving.
Oh, you better stick with Irving. You can't allow him any separation in the pick and roll.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again. Leading the way at the start, it was Damian Lillard. He had 11 points and 4 assists. And that...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And that's somewhat of a surprise, but he's been really patient and unselfish.
Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the 3 spot. So that's who Terry Stotts starts the second half with. You know, when you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
Hits it from three-point range.
Such a consistent night for him from the field. Whenever they've needed it, he's been their safety valve.
Outside Irving. Green up on top. Outside Irving. Nailed from three-point land. Irving's got 15.
Rock solid start for him. They're 3 for 3 since coming out of the locker room.
Lillard against Harden. And it's McCollum off the drive. Nurkic trying to get open. And McCollum the bucket on the assist by Lillard. 8 points for him.
This guy's just a gamer. McCollum, he really embraces taking on the defense and finding a way to finish.
And last season, Lillard doing more playmaking than prior years, a career high in assists for him.
But we all know that Dame can score whenever he wants to. This team is better when he's setting others up. Lillard knows that. I expect him to continue to spread the ball around. And you know Harden loves using that shot fake and Euro step because it's so hard for defenders not to bite on him.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, and sometimes it's the most subtle moves that make the biggest difference.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. And then for Brooklyn, Marcus Aldridge is checked in for Jordan. Blake Griffin comes in for Green, and it's Brown in for Harris.
Look, he's always a league leader in free throw attempts. Harden, he's so shifty, so strong, and he can beat you from any spot on the floor.
Here's Simons. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Jones looking for an opening. Oh, and the dunk by Jones.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication.
Now here's Griffin. Irving up top, defended by Jones. Aldridge, the pass to Irving. Back to Aldridge. The kick out to Irving. And a great assist by Aldridge as that one goes in. Irving's got 8 points here in this quarter.
His three-point shot does not let him down. One of the many ways Irving affects the game.
Anthony with it, picked up by Aldridge. And the basket is good. And the Trailblazers lead by 3.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
Outside Irving. Fires from the line. Again, Irving missing. Trailblazers have gotten every shot that dropped since halftime. They're 5 for 5 from the floor. Releases. Here's Cantor. Second shot opportunity. Rebound, Brooklyn. 1:14 left here in the third quarter. Irving kicks to Harden for the tie. And the Nets, another 3.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Simons surveying the D to the middle. Here's Giles. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Harden kicks to Irving. Swiped away. And they're moving it up. Here's Simon. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Oh, you're right, and I love the opportunistic approach. These kinds of hustle plays can be game changers.
Here's Brown. He dishes it to Aldridge. Brown kicks to Harden. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That shot misses. Excellent D from Cancer. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Both teams putting up points. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Trailblazers leading by 4. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. Brown out there with Irving. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. Then there's Harris. And it's Claxton in at the power forward. To the wing right side. Here's Lillard. Here's Giles. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Good luck in trying to guard Lillard. When he's involved in the pick and roll, he enjoys shredding the D with his passing.
Irving against McCollum. The kick out to Irving. Back to Harris. Outside Irving. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Aldridge. The putback. The rebound by Giles.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Lillard dishes to Anthony. Back to Lillard. Beyond the arc. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Lillard's got the lead up to 9 now for the Trailblazers. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Irving kicks to Aldridge. Harris outside. The tray. And it's Portland with the rebound. Cantor's got 5 rebounds tonight. And a wide open look for McCollum. The offensive rebound. And he gets it to go. And it's an 11-point Portland lead.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
McCollum against Irving. Here's Aldridge. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It goes on C.J. McCollum.
And what a tremendous career for LaMarcus Aldridge. I mean, so many double-doubles. A rim protector, makes plays for others. Man, the list goes on.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Cantor. Robert Covington comes in for Giles. And Norman Powell subbed in for Carmelo Anthony. Lillard with no one around. It's rebounded by Aldridge.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Lillard outside. It's McCollum on the wing. Off target from 3-point range.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making their weak coverage pay. And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
That free throw good from Kyrie Irving.
So Irving came into this league as a terrific three-point shooter, and I think he's only getting better with age if he can.
Anthony's checked in for the Trailblazers. Lillard outside. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Powell, no one around him, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got his 7th assist in the game. Now, here is Harden. Yes, that goes in.
Oh, there's the dilemma. You want to stop Harden from getting all the way to the rim, but he can also just rise and fire, or pull up and fire, or step back and fire, and there's not much you can do.
Powell for three. That one, no good. And Brooklyn will come the other way. It's Harden with the drive. Oh, and James Harden throws it down hard.
I mean, come on, man. Harden is ridiculously clever, including how he decides to posterize you. Superb athlete.
Here's Lillard, the feed to Nurkic. And it comes off the front of the rim. Nets trail by 6. Harden the pass to Irving. And the layup's good off the glass. Irving's got 12 points here in the second half.
Well, you know they're going to go to Irving in these spots. He's tremendous at scoring when his team needs a bucket.
Here is Lillard. Here's Nurkic. Kicks it out to Lillard. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation for the Trailblazers. Dennis Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. And Robert Covington subbed in for Carmelo Anthony. And so Green will bring it up for the Nets, trailing by 4. Here's Harden, puts the move on. It's in! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch. Clutch is Lillard's middle name. Time and time again. This guy comes through for his squad.
It's Harden with the drive. Money!
I mean, and these are the kinds of shots this team expects Harden to hit regularly. I mean, just such a talented offensive player.
And Lillard kicks to Covington. Lillard outside. In the corner, Powell with it. Hands the three.
He'll do some damage if they give him that shot. Don't give him a clean look. Get out there on him.
Harden the pass to Irving. Got it. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Look at how assured Irving is. When the game is on the line, he demands the rock.
We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possessions.
And Lillard kicks to Cantor. Pass the pop. Lillard from outside. The shot missing. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. What do you think, guys?
And the only chance here is a lob at the front of the rim. A tip in to tie the game. There's not enough time to get a catch and shoot.
And now let's present our New Balance player of the game, Damian Lillard.
Plain and simple, his scoring is what made him our pick tonight. Even when the D's given him all their attention, they just have not been able to contain him. If they backed off him for 1 second, he made them pay.
And the officials are signaling for a video review of the last second buzzer beater. Boy, this game hangs in the balance of the review now.
And now that we've got the chance.
Greetings, everyone. You've got it live. And a few players on the shelf, but the big absence is someone this team is going to be missing tonight.
Here we go.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Irving is out there with Harden. Then it's Joe Harris. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Green in at the 4. And for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the center. Now here's DiVincenzo. 6 to shoot. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. Lopez, no luck. And here we go. Brooklyn, fast break. Harden's shot is good.
Kyrie Irving doing work with the pass. That's pretty.
And Doris, last season for Kyrie Irving, really one of waiting. No Durant on the year to play off of. And then Kyrie's season with the Nets was cut short due to injury.
Well, second surgery for Irving in the last 3 years. You obviously hope he and KD can stay healthy and try to revitalize this Nets organization. Irving is so excited about being on the court. The NBA misses him when he's not playing. Let's hope he stays healthy.
A really smart player. Holiday can find the spaces inside and exploit them for points.
Harden scanning the floor. Pass to Jordan. Milwaukee with the rebound. It's stolen by Harris. Irving kicks to Harris from downtown. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
Well, catch and shoot. Is that Joe Harris's specialty? I think it is.
Bucks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Holiday, the pass to Middleton. For the 3. And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. Lobs it up for Jordan. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Giannis. The shot, no good.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
DiVincenzo against Harden. Green with the ball. Shot clock at 6. And stolen by DiVincenzo. And here we go. Holiday heading to the hoop. And Holiday throws it down.
He's an explosive, athletic guard, and I tell you, the coaching staff must love watching Holiday in the open court.
It's Harden with the drive. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's DiVincenzo. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Harden outside. Jacks up a 3. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Milwaukee leading by 3. Holiday, no one around him. Misses the 3. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Here's Harris. That shot off. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. Bucks have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Middleton can't get it to go.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Harris kicks to Irving. Good, and Harris gets the assist.
Well, this is the court awareness that Joe Harris gives you. He is so skilled at realizing how to give his teammates an open look.
And here's Holiday. Here's Giannis. Count it.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Now here's Harden. Jordan, the pass to Harden. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Harden's got his second basket of the night.
What a pretty look. DeAndre Jordan, to have that kind of touch on your passing, such a quality piece for a big man.
Irving against DiVincenzo. And it's blocked by Jordan. Kicks it out to Harden. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Shot and game clock separated by 5. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. No good on the triple. And it's Irving with the ball for the Nets. They trail by 1. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Here's Holiday. Good D by Irving.
Boy, that's the kind of look this offense is designed to create. That's just a tough miss.
With 1 on the clock. And it's, yeah, wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
And give him
a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Nets lead by 1 and will return shortly. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. We've got Brown. He's out there with Kyrie Irving. Griffin is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Claxton in at power forward. Here is Forbes. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalries. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
Here's Irving after the made shot from Bobby Portis. 4 on the clock.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Passes it to Middleton. Good on the triple.
And this is what Middleton does. Hit trades. He's one of the best in the league at helping his team space the floor.
Outside Irving. Right side Griffin. Stripped it away. Middleton with it. Guarded now by Irving. Connaughton passes to Forbes. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And the Bucks with possession here. And Tucker kicks to Connaughton. Pass to Portis.
Hey, yo, right here.
His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Outside Irving. It's tipped. Middleton for 3. And the rebound goes to Griffin. Nets trail by 4. There's the lob to Brown. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Now, here's Portis. Good on the bucket.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Irving passes to Griffin. The kick out to Irving. 5 to shoot. 11 feet away, and the jumper falls for him.
The evolution of Kyrie Irving's game continues. Magnificent with the jumper.
1:43 left to play in the first half. Portis, the pass to Connaughton. Another shot, and that's 2 points on the layup. Connaughton's got his first 2 points.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backboard.
Outside Irving. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
I love that Kyrie Irving doesn't settle for something on the perimeter. He goes right to the cup.
And there's the pass to Connaughton. Here's Portis. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Portis has got the lead up to 4 now for the Bucks.
It really turned it around here in the second quarter after shooting less than 40% from the field in the first.
Nobody near Irving. A three-pointer off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Forbes can't get it to go.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play.
Worked that one inside nicely.
A different look for Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Drew Holiday in for Pat Connaughton. And a new group in for the Nets. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Aldridge. Green comes in for Nicholas Claxton. Harris is checked in for Blake Griffin. And it's Harden in for Kyrie Irving. Now here is Holiday. Right side, Portis. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got his third assist on the night. Harden outside. Launches a three. Jordan. And there's Jordan putting it right back in.
It is not easy trying to keep DeAndre Jordan off the boards. His combination of length and determination, so impressive.
Right side, Holiday. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everyone. That was a combination of everybody and everyone. Everyone. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. Some good action during the period, as it was just a 1 point. And that'll about do it.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Bobby Portis with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. Setting the floor for the Bucks. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Portis in at the 3 slot.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
And again, no good by Brooklyn.
Well, an open 3 start to the half, you need to pick it up and start to put some pressure on your opponent.
And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
It's the Nets now, following the bucket by the Bucks. The shake. Here's Harden. And Harris wide open. He shoots. And there's Jordan putting it right back in. Jordan's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And they get one. Now 1 of 5 here in the third.
Outside Holiday. Takes the 13-footer. Almost, but it rolls out. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Brooklyn Nets. It's a 1-point game. Irving against DiVincenzo. Left side Irving. Clock at 6. For the lead. And the rejection by Giannis. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And great hustle to turn that block shot into a fast break opportunity. Big time play on both ends.
Holiday against Harden. Nifty move. Lopez with the block.
Oh, the long arms of Brook Lopez effortlessly sends that back.
Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play. So it'll be Giannis Antetokounmpo shooting. Jeff Green picks one up. And some changes here for the Bucks. Chris Middleton's checked in for Bobby Portis. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Drew Holiday. And then for Brooklyn, LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Jeff Green. And it's Brown in for Kyrie Irving. Now here's Harden. 6 points for him. Pass to Claxton. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Harris, good.
Nice to see Joe Harris add this to his game. We know he's a dangerous shooter, but go ahead and mix it up on the interior.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Antetokounmpo passes to Lopez. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Harris. The Bucks have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
Well, you have to like the length of Brook Lopez and the fact that he understands he has that advantage on both ends of the floor.
Brown the pass to Claxton. Kicks to Harden. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Giannis left side. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
Griffin kicks to Aldridge. Back to Griffin. The kick out to Brown. Just 3 to shoot. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Brown's got 7 points.
What a find by Griffin. He's a lot more skilled as a passer than he gets credit for as far as power forwards go. He has terrific vision.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Over Claxton. DiVincenzo can't hit it.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
The kick out to Brown. The Nets working the ball around now. Here's Harden. Misses in close. Milwaukee leading by 5. Here's DiVincenzo. Middleton the pass to Lopez. Giannis outside. Good work defensively by Harden. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Got that bucket. Antetokounmpo's got the lead up to 7 now for the Bucks.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're shooting the ball. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. Green is out there with Jordan. Then it's Harden. Then there's Irving. And it's Harris in at the small forward position. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul. A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Here is Forbes, guarded by Harden. On the left block, a rebound by the Nets. Jordan's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Irving. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Guys, Kyrie Irving, stronger than he looks, absorbs the contact and still converts.
Free throw, good, Irving. Bucks leading by 4. Here is Forbes. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's good from Forbes.
Shooting for Milwaukee,
Both free throws good from Forbes. Nets trail by 6. Harden outside. Outside, Green. Now the feed to Jordan. In the corner, Irving with it. Just 5 to shoot. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Irving's got 6 points in the quarter.
Boy, Kyrie Irving shoots it with such extraordinary confidence regardless of where he is on the court. This guy is one of the most dynamic scorers in the league.
Oh!
My goodness.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Out to Harris. For 3. And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That'll be his second foul of the game. Bucks leading by 5. Now here's Giannis. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. It's good.
Wow, he looks like a completely different player in this half. He's found his rhythm.
Harden outside. He dishes it to Green. Kicks it out to Harden. Launches it. And Jeff Green, the bucket on the assist by Harden. Green's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Holiday against Harden. Holiday looking over the floor. And it's good. 2 points. And the Bucks lead by 6.
And you can feel the excitement in the building. Both of these teams pouring it on.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or 2.
So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here.
Nets ball.
Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Back to Harris. Nets passing it around. Harden, no good.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Middleton against Harris. Trying to get open as Lopez. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And you see Middleton on the perimeter a lot, but he's really been trying to add strength to that 6'8" frame so he can mix it up a little more inside.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Holiday against Harden, looking to end his cold spell. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And Holiday kicks to Giannis. DiVincenzo against Irving. DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Nets. Trailing here by 8. Holiday against Harden. Banked in off the glass.
Superb at finishing through contact. Harden is just so elusive and creative on those strong drives.
Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
This has reached desperation time for him.
I'll tell you, you need absolute perfection on every possession. That's what it's going to take here.
Middleton outside. From deep. A rebound by the Nets.
And looking for a very quick shot here.
You've got to run a play that's a quick strike. You've got to immediately foul after that. Absolutely fearless. DJ, go to work.
Holiday. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. Back to Holiday. And so it's the Bucks who come out on top here. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do